Hello all, in today's video we are going to learn about congestion control in transmission control protocol. In the previous video we have seen about the congestion control mechanisms, open looped and closed loop, which are used to prevent congestion and remove congestion after it happens. In this video we are going to learn about congestion control in TCP, where we will see how the TCP protocol will manage the data flow over a network and prevent congestion. It makes use of two important concepts here, the congestion window and the congestion policy or the congestion control algorithm. Let me tell you what is congestion window. See, we have a sender window and we will have a receiver's window. We have sender window and we have the receiver's window. Sender window tells you the maximum number of TCP segments that can be transmitted, and receiver window tells that the maximum number of TCP segments that can be received. Now, what should I maintain as the actual window size? We have something called as congestion window also. The congestion window tells us what is a maximum segment size. That means how many number of segments can be transmitted will be given by the congestion window, and that to get the actual window size, we take a minimum of the receiver's window. For example, the receiver window is 64, that we can send 64 TCP segments, and the congestion window is 1. So the actual window size will be taken as a minimum of the receiver window and the congestion window. Whichever is less will be taken as the actual window size. Now in this example we are assuming that the congestion window size is equals to 1. Now this TCP congestion control policy that TCP protocol uses is based upon an algorithm which includes the following phases: slow start phase, congestion avoidance phase, and congestion detection phase. See, in short, I have framed the congestion control algorithm in TCP in the 3 steps, where all the 3 steps are shown here. Congestion control algorithm has 3 stages. The slow start phase. Here what it means that we go slowly and then we gradually we grow exponentially. The congestion window is initially 1. We have taken in our example, we are taking the congestion window size as 1. The congestion window will grow exponentially. That means it will be multiplied by 2 if there is no congestion. How long will this exponential growth happen? Till we reach a threshold value of the window. Now, let me give you an example of a slow start phase, where you can see that my congestion window size is 1. That means what is the maximum segment size I can send? 1. Okay, I will start sending 1 segment. I got an acknowledgement for this segment. It means that there was no congestion. It was successfully delivered. Once if I get an acknowledgement for this, what I do is I will increase the window size exponentially by multiplying it by 2. 1 2s are 2. Next time I will send 2 TCP segments, 1 and 2. And upon receiving the acknowledgement for both the segments 1 and 2, again the congestion window size will grow exponentially, where I will be multiplying 2 again with 2, that is exponentially 2 power 2, 4, wherein in the next take I will send 4 segments. Once I receive the 4 acknowledgements, my congestion window size will be 4 into 2, as it is growing exponentially. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, and so on. So on till where? Till a threshold value is achieved. We continue to do like this till now. Next I will send 8 segments. Once I get the 8 acknowledgements, next step I will send 8 to the 16 segments. Then I will send 16 to the 32 segments. Till how long? Till I reach a threshold value. Let us see how do I calculate the threshold value. The threshold value is calculated as the maximum number of TCP segments that the receiver window can accommodate. That is either the receiver window size or the maximum segment size, whatever it is, divided by 2. That is the threshold value. Let us take a numerical example to understand the slow start phase. For example, I have taken the receiver window size is 64. What will be the threshold? Threshold says that receiver window size by 2 is the threshold value. So receiver window size is 64, threshold value will be 64 by 2, that is 32. That means I can, in the slow start phase, I can send TCP segments starting from 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and I have to stop at 32 because I have reached the threshold value. If I continue to grow exponentially without seeing the threshold value, obviously it will lead to congestion. So what do I do after the slow start phase? The second step after the slow start phase is congestion avoidance phase, where you would like to avoid congestion because till now it didn't happen, but you would like to further avoid it by increase. Now the congestion window will increase linearly by 1, provided there is no congestion in the network. That means what will happen? You have a look here. I have reached threshold here. So what will I do? From now onwards, I will increase the congestion window, or I will send one segment after this. 32 plus 1, 33, 33 plus 1, 34, plus 1, 35, plus 1, 36, plus 1, 37, plus 38. Then what I will do? I will do this till there is no congestion. But if there is congestion, but how will I know that there is congestion? I have a very strict warning of congestion, that there is congestion, is timer timeout. If the timers are getting timeout, when do the timers time out? When you are not receiving acknowledgements. So you can see the third phase. We go into the third phase, that is continuously congestion detection phase, where the congestions can be detected using the timeout process or using 3 duplicate acknowledgement. If you receive 3 duplicate acknowledgement. Timeouts are a warning of severe congestion in the in the network. So what we do here, we will here again reduce the threshold value by the congestion window by 2. In such cases, when there is congestion, you will not go with linear increase, but rather you will reduce the threshold value by the congestion window divided by 2, and then you will resume with slow start phase. Okay, but if you have received 3, now you can see here an example. I said that here at 38, at this congestion window size, you got a timer timeout, which is a serious warning for congestion. So what will you do? You will reduce the threshold value by dividing this congestion window size by 2. So the threshold value is 19 now. So now what does it mean? You will start sending using a slow start phase. You will start with a slow start phase. In case of severe congestion in the network, you will divide the threshold value and you will start with slow start phase. So that is what we have done. We have divided the threshold value and we start with a slow start phase. In slow start phase, what will you do? You will start with window size 1, then you will exponentially increase till you reach near to the threshold value. If I go 16 into 2, it will become the value will increase, it will become 32. So what will I do? I will stop here because I am nearing the threshold value, and then from here I will go with congestion avoidance phase, where I will keep on adding 1, 16 plus 1, 17 plus 1, 18 plus 1, 19, 19 plus 1, 20, 20 plus 1, 21, so on. For example, at this point of time, I got another warning, less severe sign of congestion, that the device has received a 3 duplicate acknowledgements. What does this 3 duplicate acknowledgement means? Let me tell you, TCP makes use of 3 duplicate acknowledgement policy, where the sender is sending TCP segment 1, TCP segment 2, and then it has sent 3, 4 and 5. It received the TCP segment 1, it did not receive 2, and you have sent 3, 4, 5. What will happen? It will send an acknowledgement. What is the idea? We will send an acknowledgement saying that I have received 1, now I need acknowledgement, I need the segment with segment number 2, and that has been lost. So what will happen? You will get this 3 duplicate acknowledgements of the segment 2, 2, 2, 2. So what will happen? The sender will now understand that there was congestion, then the packet was, the segment was lost. So what it does, it will do retransmission. Okay, but before doing the retransmission, what it is going to do, it is going to again reduce the threshold value by 2 in case of 3 duplicate acknowledgements, which is a sign of mild congestion in the network. We go with dividing the threshold value, we're reducing the threshold value by 2 and congestion avoidance, and then we do congestion avoidance. Let us look at an example here. Here you received the 3 duplicate acknowledgement, which is a sign of mild congestion. So you will divide this congestion value by 2, so the threshold value will become 12, and then from here you will do congestion avoidance phase. Okay, what do you mean by congestion avoidance phase? Here you will be linearly incrementing it by 1, 12 plus 1 13, 13 plus 1 14, and so on till you reach the receiver window size, which is 64. So this is how TCP tries to control congestion or avoid congestion using the policy of congestion window and the 3 phases: slow start, congestion avoidance phase, and continuously congestion detection phase. So we have finished with the transport layer. We have finished about the transport layer protocols, TCP, UDP. We have learnt about the TCP segment format. We have learnt about TCP connection control. We have learnt about congestion control, and we have learnt about congestion control in TCP. Now from the next video, we are going to move on to the application layer. Thank you.